move on to starting as a limited company. What you need to know to start as a limited company. While starting as a sole trader is the quickest and easiest way to get your business up and running, setting up as a private limited company has many benefits. Anyway, you have to carefully consider both legal forms before you make the choice. What are the most important things you should know before you start as a limited company? Number one, who can form a private limited company? Practically, any adult person of good reputation can form a limited company in Ireland. It is not an absolute requirement for this person to live in the country, but most certainly the company has to have a trading presence in Ireland. The persons forming a limited company are called directors, and most frequently they are also company shareholders. A private limited company incorporated in Ireland should have at least one director. However, if this is the case, there should also be a so-called company secretary appointed by the company. Also, there is a rule for companies registered in Ireland that at least one of the directors, that's a very important rule, has to be resident in a country located in the European Economic Area. So the director does not have to reside in Ireland, does not have to live here, but he has to be a citizen of another European country. If this condition is not satisfied, the company will have to hold a bond to the value of 25,000. This is a kind of a guarantee in case of certain liabilities, if the company is liable for certain debts. This bond is to guarantee the payment. In a few minutes, I'm going to talk a little more about company directors, just to give you some insight into their role and responsibilities. So what is the tip number 2? The second step, register your company with company's registration office. So once you have chosen the company directors and the secretary, if you need one, it's time to start the registration process. The institution dealing with all matters related to companies trading in Ireland is called Companies Registration Office, CRO for short. As I said earlier, practically any person can register a limited company, but you can also choose to use a company registration service provided by an accountant or a dedicated company formation practice. There is some paperwork involved and documents to be gathered, but it is really manageable. It's not too much. One more important thing to note about the name of the company. You really need to choose it carefully, because CRO will not accept any names which may even be similar to the names already registered. I advise you to check the register of companies first to see if any similar company names are already there. The register is available on CRO website. You just look it through by the company name. So apart from the company name, you have to choose the company registered and trading address. You have to describe the business activity, give some personal details for all directors and the secretary, and you need to decide about the value and number of shares you are going to issue and how the shareholding is split between the owners. If you are the only director, it will be 100%. If there are 2 directors, you can split it 50-50 or 60-40, whatever you decide.